Hello everyone. The Israel Palestine War is a war that has been going on since decades. Earlier, it was just a territorial conflict between two countries, Israel and Palestine. But now, this conflict has actually crossed its borders and has reached to other neighboring countries such as Iran, Iraq, Lebanon, and Syria. And each of these countries now has its own militant organization. For example, Palestine has Hamas, Lebanon has Hezbollah. What really changed? What really caused this war to spread out to other neighboring countries as well? See, at one point of time, Israel was a very dominating country. It held a lot of military and economical power. However, Iran emerged out to be a very strong opponent of Israel, and it was supported by the militant organizations of other countries as well. For example, Lebanon, Iraq, or Syria. And even today, these countries support each other and they have one common vision to go against Israel, and they have been providing armors to each other as well. Now, before we actually know what's going on between Iran and Israel, let me tell you first which country supports which country. Israel is backed by Western countries such as the USA. Also, it is supported by other Gulf countries such as Saudi Arabia and UAE. Iran is supported by countries, as I told you, like Lebanon, Palestine, Syria, etc. So now, this is not just a two-sided conflict. It is not just an Israel-Palestine war anymore. This war has become a proxy battleground for the entire Middle Eastern region. And the Israel-Palestine war has become the epicenter of so many conflicts that have emerged out in the Middle Eastern or the West Asian region. Before I tell you the impact that this war is going to create, let me first take you through some events that have occurred in the past few months so that you understand what's really going on and you understand the gravity of the situation. October 1st, Iran launched 180 ballistic missiles on Israel, and this wasn't just a random attack. It was planned out by Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, who is the most supreme leader of Iran. Now, why did Iran do this? Iran says because it wanted to take revenge from Israel, because on September 27, Israel bombed a building in Beirut in Lebanon, killing Hassan Nasrallah, who is again the leader of Hezbollah. As well as because of this bombing, an Iranian military commander named Brigadier General Abbas Niloforshan was killed. Now let's talk about the impact this war will create on us and the rest of the world. Now see, any war between two countries can cause more or less serious repercussions all across the globe. And considering this war has emerged in the Middle East, the first thing that is going to get affected is oil. Any disturbance in the strategic Strait of Hormuz can block the passage of oil, and it can collapse the economy of many oil deficit nations and can also affect the Indian stock market. Now, what is the Strait of Hormuz? Well, it is a 21-mile waterway that is located on the southern coast of Iran, and it is a very important oil transit because here 1/5 of global trade passes on a daily basis. But do you know that India and Iran do not trade with each other? Iran earlier used to supply oil to India. However, considering that the situation is quite heated up there, India has stopped trading with Iran. Now, the largest exporter of oil to India is Russia. In fact, last year of the total imports India did from other countries in terms of oil, Russia gave India 38% of that total oil. Now, you must be thinking that if India and Iran do not trade, how will this war affect us in any way? However, we should keep in mind that Iran and China do trade with each other. China is Iran's largest trading ally. So, in case if the situation aggravates in Iran, it will be able to sell oil to China but at a very elevated price. This will cause inflation in China, and this will also increase the price of the Chinese goods that are coming to India, leading to inflation in India as well. However, it won't create a very serious impact here because it will only affect that part where India and China trade with each other. In fact, this war will be a win-win situation for India because if there is an inflation in China because of this war, the world will look at other countries as trading options. This is where India can play its part. This is where India can show its capabilities when it comes to textile, minerals, glass, etc. The only negative impact I foresee because of this war is the fluctuation of stock prices because investors in India are more sentimental driven. They look at the global economy rather than only what's happening in India, and investors might be skeptical to actually invest looking at the war-like situation that has been going on. However, I do feel that in the long run, it won't affect India in a very serious way. And if you ask me, I personally do not support any war. As I've already mentioned in my previous videos, all I advise is just peaceful agreements between countries. So yeah, this was my analysis for the Israel-Iran conflict. I hope you liked the video and do comment your opinions as well. I would love to hear them. I'll be back with another video soon. Thank you.